Congratulations on your recent success. Tell me about some of the achievements.
Well, certainly we're honored and quite proud of the recognition Taylor received this year. First, being named Consumer Agency of the Decade. And of course, the recent publication of a Harvard case study on Taylor's transformation. But what's most gratifying to us is the fact that both honors reflect the organization's deep desire to provide professional service at the highest possible level. I strongly believe both the Holmes Group and the Harvard professors who carefully analyzed Taylor recognized and respected the sacrifices we were willing to make to undergo true organizational change with one goal in mind: advance our own strategic performance to provide greater value to our client partners.
Don't you agree that should be the purpose of all professional service firms?
I certainly agree with that. But you see, there are two critical questions that must be answered along the way. Number one, is your organization actually built to achieve such a lofty goal? And two, is your organization willing to make the necessary investments to deliver against that brand promise on a consistent basis?
So how is Taylor built differently?
Taylor's built differently in three areas. Number one, our business model. Number two, our approach. And number three, our constituent. First, Taylor has a business model that calls for an alliance with only 15 client partners. Now let's think about that for a moment. According to the Council of Public Relations Firms, agencies our size represent on average 65 to 70 clients per year. Guess what? That was Taylor back in 2004. But then came the transformation and a new vision driven by this business model that would have us focused on aligning ourselves with just a select portfolio of the world's most powerful consumer brands. We were willing to measure all major business decisions against that vision. And in fact, between 2004 and 2009, what Taylor did was almost unprecedented within the industry. We moved away from 62 clients who were not in alignment. But you see, difficult decisions like that actually helped pave the way for these deeper, more meaningful relationships with our existing client partners. Brands such as Allstate, Diageo, Coca-Cola, Procter & Gamble, MasterCard, and most recently, Taco Bell. The second area of differentiation for Taylor relates to our approach. And it starts at the very top. Each and every one of our accounts is managed by an agency principal. And to us, managed by means immersed in as brand counselor and manager of the strategic execution. But it doesn't just stop there. Each one of those accounts has at its core a well-balanced team of professionals that includes dedicated day-to-day a consumer insight specialist, a digital strategist, and of course, a brand planner.
It seems as if Taylor has recruited talent well outside the public relations disciplines.
We certainly did. And that brings me back to the point I made earlier, specifically the one when you question whether or not an organization is willing to make the necessary investments, specifically in the area of intellectual capital. During that 5-year period, while we were moving away from so many clients, we actually infused more than 50 professionals from diverse marketing backgrounds. The very best brand strategists from the top ad agencies and global consulting firms.
So now we've covered two ways in which Taylor is different. What's the third?
Well, the third and final area of differentiation for Taylor relates to our constituent. Each and every professional within our organization focuses their energy on understanding only one constituent, the consumer. Taylor doesn't want to be all things to all people, and we're very comfortable with that. We are not a crisis communications agency. We do not delve into public affairs or investor relations. But you see, what we do have at Taylor is 100 professionals across 5 offices who each and every day look to leverage each client partner's brand and the full equity of those brands and foster meaningful consumer relationships. That's the difference at Taylor. Our model, our approach, and our constituent.